Is this pro wrestling's era of coddling? I've got something to say about that in just a moment. But first, I want to shout out my newest patron, Roy, who just joined me over on Patreon and is helping me toward my goal. If you want to see Till We Make It remain a weekly YouTube channel in the new year, I need your help too. I've now got 5 of the 36 new patrons I need. And if you jump on that link down below in the descriptus, you can look at the various levels of support and all the bonuses and extras you'll unlock at each and every level. Recently, I made an exclusive video just for my patrons about this new phenomenon that we might call the era of coddling. And this is not a unique thing. I think the reason people are increasingly vocal about feeling like we are in the era of coddling comes down to a variety of reasons. Number one, if you go back more than 10 years ago, there were no agents for matches except extremely key, like pay-per-view main event type matches. The main event of a WrestleMania. The key match on a SummerSlam might have an agent who goes over the details to make sure that everything is absolutely perfect. But outside of that, it wasn't as if you could go to your local VFW hall for an indie show in front of 80 people and have some veteran wrestler agenting your match. And yet now, especially as I'm increasingly out there on the US independent circuit, every show has some kind of agent attached to it. This means that there's a babysitter, effectively. If two people can't seem to resolve their differences when putting a match together, well, they don't have to, because there's this third party. The agent, the producer, will come in and play diplomat. They are babysitting the situation. And so a lot of wrestlers are not learning the skills of diplomacy. They aren't learning problem-solving skills. If you're working with someone who is difficult or challenges your ideas, or otherwise puts you on the spot, well, you don't have to contend with them if you can just go and complain to the agent or the producer. I think this is exacerbating the problem. So too is the influence of social media directly in the rise of main character syndrome. Have you heard of this before? It's the kind of behavior when someone feels like they're the main character who drives the plot, like in a movie or a video game, and everybody else is just kind of an NPC. Right? They are just there to react or be in service to the main character. But this mindset robs them of their independence, their autonomy, and their value as a human being. And this is running rampant. So much so that I'll tell you a real story about someone who's on TV every single week right now for AEW, who was absolutely hired because they liked the social media optics of hiring her. And to hear her tell it direct from her mouth, she is convinced that she is where she is in AEW because her talent is simply undeniable. And the actual reason she was hired was because of how it looks on social media. It has nothing to do with her wrestling talent. And there are wrestling shows right now, including one I happened to see just weeks back, where absolute stinkers of matches come back through the curtain and someone in charge, the promoter, the person working guerrilla, a senior person there tells him, "Great job," slaps him on the back. The wrestlers might even ask, "Do you have any feedback?" "Guys, you did a terrific job." I actually heard one of the worst matches I've seen this year told, "Guys, that was a 12 out of 10. Now, this could be two separate problems. It could be the unwillingness of people to give real criticism or feedback to young talent, or any talent at this stage of the game, and I understand why. I'll talk about that in a second. But there's something else at play here as well. It could be that the standards have now been so lowered, people can't tell the difference between good wrestling and bad wrestling, as subjective as that might be. If you'd like to see the rest of that video and the 300 other Patreon exclusive videos which never appear here on the YouTube channel, come join us over on Patreon. Help me toward my goal of 36 new patrons this year. Help us to keep Till We Make It a weekly YouTube channel. Thank you.